post-match press conference with Haley Hopkins and Amelia White. We'll start with the questions in the room. Please state your name and your outlet, and we will start in the front row.
PJ Green, KC Star. That is loud. My goodness. Hello. Great game, obviously. Take me through what it was like playing out there, and it looks like this was the most free y'all have played just as a unit. So, just what was it like playing out there today?
Yeah, I mean, it's a completely different game when we get off to a start like that, and so it was a great confidence boost moving forward and setting the tone in a game like that against Louisville, who is notoriously a physical game, and always every game in this league is hard, and especially being a 3-game week, this is a midweek game. There's a lot of external factors, and so especially coming off of a loss against Boston, that was a huge win for us, and great one to get under our belt.
Just to go off that, it was just a fun game, like getting to score all those goals and having so many different goal scorers. I think it was really fun.
Obviously, both of y'all scored. Can be a brace for you and an assist. Good cleanup duty. Obviously, how did you just factor yourself into just making this one of those nights where you just explode?
I mean, easiest 2 goals of my life. So that was pretty great, and great shots from Deb and Lowe. And it's just important for us. We work on following shots and being close into the goal so much. And there's so many of those balls that you just never know when it's going to land. And so, just being in the right place at the right time.
Your first professional goal, or first WSL goal, whatever we want to say.
We remember Teal Rising goal.
Never forget.
Insert clip. Oh gosh. Playing throughout. You've been getting minutes throughout the season. Just what was it like finally getting on the score sheet and putting in some good minutes out there today?
It felt so good. I mean, I think as a rookie, I've given myself some grace with just kind of the production end and just focusing on showing up every day and just what I can on the field every day. And I think to finally get the results and the goal. It felt amazing and was a big confidence boost for sure.
Was there something you guys kind of saw in Louisville that you felt like you'd be able to kind of pounce on them in the early part of the halves? It seemed both halves you came out strong. You got, I think, 4 goals, inside the first 10 minutes of either half combined. So, what did you guys see about the way those opportunities were kind of presenting themselves, or what you were kind of creating for yourselves in those moments?
Yeah, I mean, again, Louisville is such a hard team to play against because they're gonna hit you first before you even come close to the ball, and so making sure that we also get stuck in those tackles and we also set the tone and compete for those second balls. And I think Louisville was also giving a lot of space in behind, and so we were able to expose behind their defense, and when they become just disjointed and they had some players maybe playing out of position, and so just capitalizing on those moments, but also playing to our strengths and not letting down in any of those moments and being relentless with our scoring.
And then you kind of mentioned the being able to find the space in behind, but you also found the half spaces for each other a lot with some of the cutbacks. It felt like the most patient you guys have been in the final third. How much of that was kind of the talk beforehand, and just what did it feel like to kind of have that free flowing, find each other in those half space kind of moments?
Yeah, I mean, a big one of our objectives for the game was patience and upgrading our shots and not shooting from outside the 18. I think we really pride ourselves on being patient in the 18, and we haven't necessarily been able to execute and capitalize on a lot of those moments. And so tonight it really just clicked, and you saw a lot of calmness and patience and trying to think of what that word is. Can't think of it right now, but just comfortability on the ball and finding our teammates. And it's also, knowing our teammate, you hit a spot knowing that a teammate's going to be there. So I think, anticipating and understanding where you're supposed to run in those moments in the 18 was a difference maker for us tonight.
For you, does it feel like the game has kind of slowed down for you a little bit at this point? And what's been especially at the pro level, and how do you feel like you've kind of really fit in with a group that includes a lot of high quality attackers and Davinia, of course, and Lowe and others kind of in that mix too?
Yeah, I mean, every day at training, it's incredible to be surrounded by some of the best players in the league that play super fast paced and just incredible work ethic. And it's definitely been an adjustment to get used to, and I don't think I'm used to it yet. Still, yeah. But I think today was a big step forward for me of just like feeling that calmness on the ball and just being able to see everything in front of me and make the best decision. So.
Tom Pursley, Shea Butter RFC. Haley, you mentioned twice about Louisville's physicality and making sure you set the tone. I know the team doesn't usually talk about individual matchups, but it looks like your individual matchup was against Taylor Flint, who is pretty much their tone center, and you seem to really kind of take the fight to her with such a physically daunting player. Is that
She's tall.
Yeah, she's tall. What kind of challenges does that present to you, and like how do you make sure that you keep the energy up for a matchup like that?
Yeah, I mean, in every set piece, in every moment, like, I think going into this game too, like, you got to take it personally and make sure that you win your individual battles, because you never know when that, in my head, I'm like, you never know when that goal is going to come, when, you know, that ball's going to drop right exactly where it needs to be. And so making sure that you're kind of doing those little things off the ball, pushing, you know, little shoves here and there, and at least, you know, working off the ball to maybe disrupt some sort of play. And so, yeah, tonight, again, I knew it's a physical team. Their aerial presence, they're you know, it's a challenge. And so taking that personally, jumping as high as possible to try to win the ball and, you know, come down and hope for the best. And tonight was, you know, really, you know, thankfully came out a little bit unscathed out of that.
And Amelia, for you, congratulations on your first goal. I don't know if anybody in the room said that. Sorry. What, like, Roy obviously has very good vision, so when you saw her with the ball, like, what kind of was your trigger to make the run that you did?
I mean, as soon as I saw her have the ball, I was just like, okay, run, like, just get on your horse and run and push the line and see what happens. And I think that's something that has really grown in my game here at the Current, of just like that immediate attack mentality of just to emergency get in the box as quickly as you can and in those transition moments. And so honestly, yeah, it was just get on the back line as quickly as possible, and just so happened to work out. So
Mills hits that goal at least twice a practice. Like, that's not the first time that this team has seen that, and so it was exciting and really incredible to see you get that in the game, because it's been one too many times against the team that I played on in practice where we've gone down in 6v6. So again, it was great to be on the same team this time, and, you know, see Mills, you know, execute something that she works on is truly one of her strengths is that shot, and a keeper doesn't even come close to touching that one. So it was, yeah, nothing we haven't seen before, at least.
And one last question. Obviously, Tim was not with you all. What was the team's reaction to her second goal in yesterday's match?
Oh my! I mean, which one? She overlapped the keeper. It's great to see her still applying the crazy goals, and, you know, just truly like different level and ability that she has, and, you know, representing her country on that stage has been incredible, especially with that upset against Nigeria. And I know our entire team is behind her and is just absolutely over the moon for her. I've never, you know, she's smiling, she's dancing. It's been really great to see that side of Temla come out, and, you know, we're excited to have her back, but she's doing incredible things for her country right now. So
We probably got time for two more, so PJ and Gerald.
I know it's like U.S. soccer at schools night, but it's also Black Excellence night. I was talking to some of the frats and sororities out there, and I think one of them told me that, you know, Chiefs and Royals would never do anything like this. So just how do y'all want to see like more of the Black community attending these games and being more intentional about that kind of having that in the fan base?
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible that we have an opportunity like tonight to showcase and highlight, you know, the Black community and how, you know, incredible they are in, you know, our support of the team. We have so many members on our team that, you know, are members of the Black community, and so to be able to highlight them and, you know, celebrate that history has been super special, and I'm sure I heard it was a great night from the club.
No, she said it all.
Talking too much.
I just wanted to reference the coach talked about how he wanted to, you know, see everybody build together and play dangerous, you know, make dangerous plays with the players missing. As a team, you guys have to feel great going out there and putting on that performance while missing arguably 3 of the best players in the world. Just wondering how you feel collectively as a team going out there and, you know, just showing that you can still go out there and dominate even with players missing.
Yeah, I mean, I think today was definitely a step forward with that, but I think with some of those, our best players and some of those big names being out, I think we've definitely felt that, and we want to get them back as soon as we can, but I think to be able to put on performance and score so many goals today, I think it was a good confidence booster for a lot of players on the team, and yeah, I think it just brought us together a bit.
Yeah, and our training environment is so competitive, and so when you're playing against the best players of the world, surely iron sharpens iron, and so I think that's a huge testament to the way that we train, the way that we execute everything before the game, after the game, and every little detail. And we sure as hell miss them, but know that they'll be back, and we're doing everyone out there doing everything possible to keep it pushing.
Amelia, Haley, thank you so much. Congrats on the win.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.
What a shirt that is, right? Beautiful shirt.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Got that right.
All right, everyone, welcome back in.
It's got
We
the
have head coach
giggles
Chris
over here.
Armas. We're going to start in the room. Daniel, go ahead.
Coach, you guys came out firing, especially the first half, but beginning of both halves. Just what did you like about the way the team started and kind of the tone that it sent, especially in those first 5-10 minutes of the game?
There was a lot to like about it. It was just really the mentality to step on the pitch straight away and stick to who we are, which is attacking soccer. We had the same approach even in Boston, where we hit the crossbar in the first, I think, 90 seconds, and goals change games. And tonight, you can see how that changes games. We have a meeting every pregame, and we go over a few reminders. But the last slide said attack, and this was what we wanted most of all, which is the DNA of our football. When we have the ball, we're coming at you. When we don't have the ball, we're coming at you. And I think tonight you got to see that display. We gave our fans who came out once again a lot to cheer about, but we want the fans on the edge of their seats, and we want to attack and score goals, and no matter who's on the field, Temuan, Cooper, right? We're trying to create this feeling that anyone can score, and that our style of play can be the playmaker.
It seemed to like everybody was kind of finding themselves in the half spaces. The patience was there in terms of the way they kept the ball and found chances in the final third. What did you see from the chance making and chance creation standpoint tonight that kind of maybe hit home the kind of points you've been preaching in that area?
Well, we knew that Louisville would come in with a lot of confidence. Recently, they've had some great results. They got a big win at Angel City. They're a really combative team. They're organized. They play a 5 in the back. They're hard to break down. And we knew we would have to roll up our sleeves and be ready to play the second ball game and the combative game and be diligent on set pieces, which we've taken a hard look at. And we created goals in different ways. Some was from the second ball. Some was from good possession and patient build. But most importantly, what we talk about, and I've talked with you guys about, manufacturing goals, that we know how we want to score goals. And it's shot distance, getting closer to goal, the extra pass. And you got to see tonight, we took however many shots. We had 18 shots. I think 13 were on target. Lots of them were close to goal. And it's not an opinion, it's fact. XG goes higher when you get closer to goal. And I think that was a good display tonight. So great job from the players. We stuck to who we are, and they stepped on the pitch. No question, they stepped on the pitch to win.
And then just wanted to ask Haley Hopkins. Kayla Sharples was a scratch from the lineup tonight. It seemed like, and she wasn't on the injury list. So why was she left off tonight? And anything you can tell us there?
Yeah, just the residual soreness from the Boston game. It was day to day. And we ended up getting some information late, but we wanted to give her every chance to be part of the roster. We chose to protect the player and use our common sense there and her feedback to say, you know what, let's think bigger picture.
Yeah, just this being, I think, the most goals that this team has scored in the past couple years. I mean, just is this kind of the peak of kind of what you envisioned when you first joined the club and wanted to implement your philosophy?
Is it the peak? Listen, I tomorrow morning we're back to work. You know, we're already getting ready for that. But it's important for us to celebrate and acknowledge and for the players to be rewarded, right? Like we've had some games where we're creating some chances and you don't get the reward. That's part of it. We accept that. But on nights like this, it's so much when it does work and you start hitting the back of the net and you can see the joy that the players are playing with. But that relentless approach is a mentality, but we try to manufacture this. And again, trying to create this feeling like whoever's on the field, we can score goals. So it's important that for confidence for the players, for Debinha to get a couple of goals, for Haley Hopkins to get a few goals, for Amelia White to hit the back of the net. It's just good for the team, and it validates the work that they put in. I think it puts us in a spot where we've scored the most goals in the entire NWSL, and half those games might be without Temwa, close to half. So we have great players, but we're the vision of what we're doing on day one. We said we want to attack. It doesn't come all the time, the results of that, but I think it was clear tonight that we're going to continue this attacking mentality.
You talk about Amelia's first league goal, Kofa getting her debut. Just how good is it to see Amelia? She's been putting in so much work over the season, get this goal, and then Kofa making her debut also.
Yeah, listen, for Kolo Suliafo, it's just great. She's a young player in the locker room, a defender. That it's not always easy to get the defenders out there. Attackers get the minutes a lot more when you're making changes in games. So for Kolo to get almost 30 minutes in the debut, I think it meant a lot for all of us, but for her, I'm proud of her that she's earned that. And for Amelia, I understand that when young players get 20 minutes a game, 15 minutes, it's hard, but that's the job, right? But tonight she gets a start, and we look to see if we hope we're her biggest fans on the night. Can she grab those minutes? And for Amelia to play 90 minutes, to have a great first half, to score, she hits the crossbar. The confidence that I try to give the players, it's how powerful is that? It's important, but there's no better confidence that the players get themselves, the internal confidence that only the performances can give. And she leaves the field. You can see what it meant to her, to her teammates. So yeah, great for Amelia, great for Kolo. We're going to keep pushing the young players as much as we can.
Stay in the room. Go ahead.
Tom Persley, Shaker FC. Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thanks.
Earlier in the season, you were kind of preaching about shifting from 100 miles per hour to 70 miles per hour in front of net. It seems like this match was kind of the culmination of that. Sorry.
Yeah, but about that, so we talked a lot about that, and it's again, if we just think about sports, that we try to put teams in faster games than they want to be in, but we don't want to play so fast that we can't control things. And you can see some games we have unforced errors and things just are moving fast, but we want to play fast football. We want to accelerate the attacks. And our style of play, we are a team that forces a lot of mistakes, so we can play in transition. So when we have the ball, we're still trying to find spaces, and like a bow and arrow. We're trying to go slow and then speed up our attacks. So when we have the ball, we can create these moments, and when we win the ball in second balls or just transitions, we speed up the attack. When the game speeds up, it's just harder for players to execute. We're trying to get better at that. That's what training looks like, to play at faster speeds in transition and to actually slow down in the moment of truth. Tonight, they did seem to slow down, seek the extra pass, get closer to goal, take the extra touches, and it equals 5 goals. Other nights in Boston, let's just say, we got lots of moments like this, and we were right there. So this is football. We're going to keep trying to get better at who we are to score goals.
You are in the Unfiltered Black Joy shirt for tonight's theme of black culture. How important is it for you to make sure that the world's game truly does belong to everybody, even individuals who might not feel seen in the sport?
It's really important. It's why I support the night. I support our players, the black community. We have many players that are part of the black community, and I love being part of a club that supports that. And I love my players, but on nights like tonight, if I can show that support and get behind it, I think it's great that we celebrate that tonight.
It's Christian Marshall, Kansas City Star. DePina gets her 82nd career goal and WSL record. Can I talk about, one, that kind of the significance of that, and two, what she continues to mean for you guys this season?
For Debinha?
Yes.
Listen, I gave her a hug before the game, and I said, "You're going to score goals." Deb, because you can see when she doesn't how it affects players. Goals are going to come. Just keep running hard in the box. Numbers in the box. Get into the box. And that's okay to say that, but for her to get rewarded, again, the confidence, the side volley that she took, it's world class. And for Debinia, she's a player that you can see how much she runs for the team. She's selfless. When some of your best players like that, and even Temwa, we've made the example sometimes, then it makes it easier for everyone else to follow. So Deb is a leader in her way. She's a leader by example. So tonight, when she gets to, get a few goals and do the things she loves most, it's really important for her and her confidence, because the better she is, the better we are.
All right, PJ?
Speaking of Timwa, I mean, she had an explosive debut with Malawi. I mean, they played very well. Just what was the reaction with the team, and how did you like seeing that performance?
Yeah, I keep a close eye on it, and I saw that they got some late goals there. And listen, we love that. We support our national team players when they go, and we know they come back better. But if Temwa is hitting the back of the net, staying healthy, doing her thing, we released her at a proper time that she can go there, right? For the Boston game, so go get the proper travel, keep her healthy, keep her sharp. So we sent her there in a pretty good way, and she'll come back to us with a lot of confidence.
Did you see the goals?
I did not.
Woo!
I know there were late goals.
Okay.
What was it like? What do you got?
You just got
I didn't see it.
You gotta watch them. They're great. They're classic Timwa.
I didn't, but I will.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
guys.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.